Well, ladies and gentlemen, g'day. It looks like Wargaming have listened. Wargaming have listened. Who would have thought the day would come where balance changes were made, or rather brought forth to the community, and they actually listened to the feedback that was given, not just from the CCs, but also from the general community. It was nice to see that, so thank you, Wargaming, for actually taking the initiative of listening to the feedback and analysing it and then making a compromise, removing things that didn't need to be added or making changes that didn't need to be made. So thank you, Wargaming, for doing that. If you haven't seen Binu's announcement, basically to sum up what he said, equipment changes were removed. So the changes that I made a video talking about the changes to equipment. That's now been removed. Because I'm like, well, why would you make changes to the equipment anyways? It's pointless. That wasn't the main concern for T10 or just in general. So they've been removed. They will work on a more detailed rework of equipment maybe next year. So I think what that's hinting at is possibly changing a few things, adding a few different equipments, maybe an extra equipment slot. Who knows? So equipment changes have been changed. They're no longer... they've been removed. So there's no changes to equipment. It's going to remain as it is. That's the first thing. Second of all, this is the big one. Reactive armor has been removed from the AMX-50B and the Super Conqueror. So in the balance changes that they made, they actually brought about that the 50B and the Super Conqueror is going to get reactive armor. They've removed that completely, which is fantastic. As far as I know, I'm pretty sure the Super Conqueror already had reactive armor. I don't know if the 50B had reactive armor. Do correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to have to go back into the game to check, but I'm almost certain the Super Conqueror already had reactive armor. But anyway, regardless whether they had it or not, it will be removed. Thank you for removing reactive armor. They don't need reactive armor. It shouldn't even be a consumable. Okay, that's second of all. Third point, the Sheridan will not receive a reload nerf and will not get tungsten. Thank you. It literally does not need tungsten. This tank already does an incredible amount of alpha damage for a light tank. It does not need tungsten to do even more damage and be more of a nuisance, because it's literally a noob-friendly tank for a light tank. It's literally the most noob-friendly light tank that you can play at T10. It does not need tungsten. So thank you for not giving this tank tungsten. The STB one will not receive a hull traverse speed nerf. Thank God. The tank already got nerfed. It doesn't need to be nerfed even more by making it slower, or rather slower at turning, giving it less mobility and maneuverability. Like, dude, just keep the STB as it is. If anything, give it a bit more love. Give it a bit more love. Don't nerf it to the point where now it doesn't feel like a medium tank as much anymore. So thank you. Good. That's what we want. T57 Heavy. It will not get an engine power nerf, thank God, because it's already a slow tank, not a fast tank. It's already moderately slow, okay? Its turret armor will be improved, thank God. I know people say, oh, but it's a troll turret armor. Yes, it's a bit troll, but it doesn't have a lot of armor thickness, okay? And its mass will be increased. Fair enough. So instead of reducing the engine power, they're going to keep the engine power as it is, but instead increase the amount of mass that it has because it's going to get more armor. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm more happy about that change than obviously decreasing the engine power. The Ho-Ri will lose the plus hit point provisions. If you don't know what that is, it's the sandbags provisions. Now, I'll be honest with you, I'm a little bit upset that it's losing the HP provisions, and I think the Ho-Ri is already a ridiculously good tank destroyer, and it doesn't need that extra bit of hit points, but it was a nice provision to have. So I'm not entirely upset about this. Fair enough. The TVP 5051 will get improved frontal and side armor. Thank God, because they removed the shell. So they removed the shell from its autoloader. So it's got 3 shells instead of 4 shells now. But thankfully they're increasing the armor on the hull, on the front and on the side, which is thank you. Thank you. I literally commented about this in today's video, which, by the way, or rather not today's video, I think it was yesterday's video, which only got within 8 hours, 160 views. It was ridiculous. What's going on, guys? Come on. Put your notifications on, for God's sake. WZ132 and 1, which is the T10, what do you call, Chinese light tank. Now, that will get 270 meters of view range, but it'll also get reduced fire chance. So, in other words, the chance of catching on fire will be reduced, which is fantastic. It's great because it loves to ignite when hit it towards your rear armor. An increased ammo rack hit points. So, good. That's what we want. We want to see that it is going to be improved, because as much of a good light tank as it isn't up there compared to the T100 LT, for instance. It is up there, but not like the T100. The T100 LT is just borderline cooked. Like, that thing is incredible as a light tank. It is just amazing. I freaking love it. So yeah, that is the changes that they made to everything that they've rebalanced. It seems like Wargaming want to keep a lot of the things that they changed, which is fine. But at the same time, it's a good thing that they actually listen to us. I think Droodle's made a video talking about Wargaming lied to us or anything like that. I haven't watched it, but I presume it's about these changes. I mean, they're not really lying. They're being quite honest, if anything. It's nice to see that they're actually taking the initiative to listen to the community and make changes that actually we want and remove changes that we didn't like, which is a good thing. So, anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of these changes. Do you think it's a good thing that they're listening to us? Do you think it's a bad thing they're listening to us? I'd like to know your feedback. Please let me know, because Wargaming use this feedback as a means of, obviously, getting an idea of what people want and what people like. So, without further ado, look after yourselves, look after your friends and family, and stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.